here from McGee's Garage. So today we're working on this 2010 road glide. We got involved in a deer strike, and so we're basically starting to put it back together. But what we're going to do first, we're going to check swing, or what we also call steering head bearing adjustments. So let's look at the tools we need to do this here real quick. It's very important to have all the right tools at the right place at the right time. So first you're going to want your handy dandy torque wrench, a good ratchet, nothing wrong with a good breaker bar there, and of course you're going to need the socket that's 1.5 inch. This one happens to be a power tool from Snap-on, and then you're going to need an adapter. You're going to need a 9/16 inch hex socket, and sure but not last is your leveler, because we have to have the bike lifted up off the ground. Front wheel has to be just slightly breaking the surface, but that means we got to get the back wheel up also. So anyway, what's also important too to have are some service manuals. Not only is it important to have the Harley-Davidson service manual, but I like to have others as well. There's Clymer and Willers and a couple others out there, but you'll see here on page 148 the 2010 Touring Service Harley-Davidson manual. It talks about the processes you work. It talks about fixing basically a screwdriver, if you will. Well, what we've got here from Snap-on, and it's actually a Harley-Davidson tool, if you will, that Snap-on makes for them. You can get, I believe, from Matco as well as Mac Tools as well. But this is Snap-on part number NBA T1, so that's November Bravo Alpha Tango and the number 1. And again, that's from Snap-on. And what you'll notice on the very tip here is how it's kind of slightly bent, and then it's got kind of a nice angle there as well. What we're going to be needing to do is get that up underneath the triple tree. It talks about the whole process right here. Now, as you can see here, this is what we're looking for, this little piece here. The reason I like other service manuals is, unlike Harley-Davidson, Clymer is really good at showing what this all looks like. So in that service manual, in section 11, and specifically pages 11, 16, and 11, 17, that's 11-16 and 11-17, are these pictures here. And basically what we're going to be trying to get at is that little piece right there, which looks a lot like that piece right there. And that's where we're going to put this device here, this screwdriver, if you will. It's going to go right in there as grooves. You turn it clockwise, righty-tighty, to make less swing, and then lefty-loosey, counterclockwise, to make it looser. So what we're going to refer to on that one there is right here in the service manual. Back here, we're looking at these swings here, and this is an FLTRX. And so ideally, we want a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 2 swings. So really what we're looking at is this diagram right here, A. So that's on page 147 or 1-47 of section 1, which is basically your maintenance and service section of your Harley-Davidson manual. So anyway, got her back together already, so I've done my initial adjustment. And as you can see, we're trying to get up in here into this little area here. You can see it. So I've already made my initial adjustment, and it's just what it needs to be. And the idea is you go all the way to the left stop, and then you release it. And you look for one swing, basically. So once again, doing that again, going all the way to the left stop, and we'll let her go. She comes back and makes that one full swing and stops where she should. So now what we have to do is we have to tighten down this bolt right here. Of course we can't see it because I got my gear in front of it. Actually I got the master harness all wrapped up nice and neat, like Harley-Davidson recommends you do. But essentially we're going to get at that nut right there, if you will. And we're going to torque it down to about 70 to 80 foot-pounds. I'm going to use 72 because I like to go just slightly higher but never all the way. And then we're going to check it again. So anyway, that's how you kind of do steering head maintenance, or also known as swing. Hope you understood this and it helped you doing your own bike. From McGee's Garage, have a marvelous day. Ride to live, live to ride.